Affairs.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, allow me to lay the following paper on the table of the House today, Thursday, 5th October 2023. A report of the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs on its consideration of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 30 of 2023. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Chairperson. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Education.
Yes, I have a motion. Songa kidogo. Unajua naye umekaje? Yes. Madam Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Education on the inquiry into alleged malpractices of the 2022 Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education Examination laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 5th October 2023. And I beg Honorable Malulu Njende to second.
This Honorable Meli, you have been here long enough. It's a notice of motion. You don't need a seconder. The Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Lands.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Lands on the inquiry into Del Monte, Kenya Limited Land Tasso, laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 5th October 2023.
Before I give the next person, allow me to recognize students in the public gallery. Kalisasi Primary School from Mwingi Central, Kitui County. Kivandini Secondary School from Miata, Machakos County. Nairasirasa Primary School from Narok North, Narok County. And Orolaisa Primary School from Narok South, Narok County. On my behalf and that of the House, we welcome you to the Assembly, and I will give an indulgence of 1 minute for the Honorable Member for Mwingi Central to welcome them.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to welcome all the schools which have come to visit Parliament, and in particular, the school I went to primary 2, Kalisasi Primary School, which is here at the gallery. Madam Speaker, I wish to welcome my school, Kalisasi Primary School. Feel welcome in Parliament, and you go home and greet your parents. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Member for Mwingi Central, you just actually tried to campaign in this House by sending greetings. Honorable Members, the next motion is by the Member for Homa Bay Town, Honorable Peter Kaluma. If not in the House, the Chairperson Lands Committee, you are supposed to give 2 notices. Have you given them? The Chairperson for Lands Committee, you had 2 notices of motions.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to give the second notice of motion, that this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Lands on the inquiry into the compensation of Mombasa Special Economic Zone, Dogokundu project affected persons, laid on the table of the House Thursday, 5th October 2023. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Kaluma, are you ready for your motion?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I move for adjournment of the House
on a definite matter of urgent national importance regarding the proposed deployment of Kenyan police to Haiti. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 33-1, I seek leave for the adjournment of the House for purposes of discussing a definite matter of urgent national importance regarding the intended deployment of Kenyan police to the Republic of Haiti on security intervention mission. Honorable Speaker, it has been recently reported in print and electronic media that the government of the Republic of Kenya is to contribute approximately 1,000 police officers to a multinational force to assist in Haiti as the country contends with widespread gang violence following approval by the United Nations Security Council. However, as a country, it is important to approach this issue with utmost consideration, for it raises questions that resonate with the primary duty of our National Police Service, which is to maintain internal security, law, and order. Our police service's primary duty is to protect its citizens against any internal threats. Honorable Speaker, it is vital to recognize the context of Haiti, plagued by decades of violent internal strife and a history of successful coups against its last 4 presidents. This backdrop adds a layer of complexity to Kenya's planned foreign intervention mission. We cannot overlook the unfortunate instances where Kenya police have encountered grave danger while combating insecurity on home soil. Regrettably, Honorable Speaker, the government has neither provided clear communication or explanation to Kenyans, nor their representatives in the National Assembly concerning the mission, the training of the police officers, the scope of their involvement in the mission, and most importantly, Honorable Speaker, the measures in place to ensure their safety and the well-being of their families. Of want, there is uncertainty as to whether the Republic of Haiti is a reciprocating country within the meaning of Section 107 of the National Police Service Act, so as to qualify for service of Kenya police officers. Honorable Speaker, Article 238, Sub-Article 1, underscores the importance of national security, encompassing the protection of our territory and protection of our people. Since the country has been witnessing a surge in insecurity in various parts of the country, it is imperative for the government to conduct an assessment to ensure that our homeland security is not compromised. This is a matter of utmost importance to our nation and warrants thorough deliberation and careful consideration by this House. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I seek leave of the House for the adjournment of the House to discuss this matter of great national concern. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Are the members on their feet supporting the adjournment motion?
What are we discussing? What are we discussing? Just anything you want to say about it.
Order, members. What is out of order, Honorable Tonge?
Madam Speaker, while appreciating the provision and the right of the member who had just moved the adjournment motion, I want to say the following, Madam Speaker. the member who had moved the motion is a high-ranking member of this House and a member of my committee, Administration and Security. And is quite aware that we have the case is, the matter is active in the committee. In fact, the CS and the IG are appearing before the committee this week, coming week, to shed more light to the mission, proposed mission of our soldiers going to Haiti. So my prayer will have been, we let the committee conclude and submit the report to this honorable House. Because what actually the member has said, Madam Speaker, he had just said that the government has neither provided clear communication or explanation to Kenyan, nor the representative in this National Assembly. So my prayer to the honorable member and to the House is the adjournment is suspended, is withdrawn, and give the committee space and time to table the report before this House. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
What is out of order, Honorable Chepkonga?
Madam Speaker, I thank Honorable Dongoyo, the chair. In fact, he says they are discussing and we bring the matter substantively here. But on a more critical matter, Madam Speaker, in fact, you counted those of us who are standing here while consulting with the leader of majority, because he had an important message to pass to us. So we stood thinking that it was the leader of majority. So you counted the wrong people. You know, Madam Speaker, he did not have the quorum.
Order members, order members, order members, order members. Honorable Peter Kaluma, you will move the motion again. Take it. You will move the motion. What is out of order, Honorable Majority Leader?
Honorable Speaker, if you can allow me, Honorable Speaker, and request the Deputy Minority Whip to just hold his horses and relax. Honorable Speaker, I wanted to confirm that indeed I also myself was standing, but I was not standing in relation, and I was counted. In relation to the adjournment motion by Honorable Kaluma, we had a consultation here, a number of us, all of us standing. The Honorable Ngeleche, he also tells me they were consulting with the member for, and Honorable Speaker, please, Honorable Speaker, protect me. You know, it is okay to be interrupted by the Honorable Robert Bui, but not this lady from Busia.
Honorable Majority Leader, Majority Leader, you have no right whatsoever.
I don't want to go there, Honorable Speaker.
No, Majority Leader, it is not this lady. It is the member for Busia.
The Honorable member for Busia, who has a penchant for shouting in the House instead of engaging in meaningful debate. And you know, Honorable Speaker, when you are elected as an honorable member, you must carry yourself with honor, with dignity. You don't come to this chamber to shout, Honorable Speaker. You use more of what you have, the capacity you have to debate. But Honorable Speaker, I was saying, we actually were counted in a vote that you are not supposed to be counted in, and therefore that is absolutely out of order. And I would want to support what you are saying. The Honorable Kaluma can move his motion again. Those who want to support him, like Honorable Pio and I, like Honorable Robert Mbui, can support him. Those like myself who believe, Honorable Speaker.
You have made your point. I think I have heard from Honorable Chepkonga.
The Honorable Chair of the Committee
has
also pointed out something very important.
Honorable Majority Leader.
That matter is active before a committee that Kaluma sits in.
Your time is up. You have made your point. I have heard Honorable Chepkonga. I have heard the chair of the committee where the member, Honorable Kaluma, is a member, actually a ranking member of the committee. And I think what we need to do, because this matter was here yesterday, order members, order members, order members, order members, the dispute of the numbers is coming from this side and not from this side. So I have ruled already that Honorable Kaluma, if you're confident with your motion, you will have no problem retaking it. You will retake it. You will retake it and we will give way forward. If not, we will drop it. Yes, we will drop it.
Give me the mic. Honorable Speaker, I'm a student of procedure and process. The standing order provision under which I rely is very clear. It says when an adjournment motion is moved and the number of people who need to stand in support do stand, the matter is allotted time for debate. And Honorable Speaker, you confirmed from there that the numbers are there. In fact, you asked, are those people standing in support? And it was confirmed. And Honorable Speaker, you went and confirmed the numbers. It cannot be that after that determination, Honorable Speaker, you say people who are standing not knowing what they are doing.
Order.
I refused to read the motion and move again because I've moved. I've moved and a determination has been made. The only thing that the Speaker can direct on is when we are debating. Honorable Speaker, I thank you. So I'm not doing what I've done again.
Honorable Kaluma. Order, Honorable Kaluma. Because I have immense respect for you. I sit with you in the Speaker's panel. I have read 33-3, 33-2, and 33-3. If the numbers were not in question, we would have already allotted time. But I am also bound to listen to members, and I have had complaints from both sides. So I have given a direction, and I will not rescind on it. You will take the motion again, because you have confidence that you have the numbers. Then I will rule without allowing further point of orders to go to the motion. So, honorable members, you are not moving the motion. Honorable Minority Leader, I have made the ruling. I have made the ruling. I have made the rulings. I have given the mover. Honorable Andai, I am very patient with you, but you'll also watch your language. You will also watch your language. I have given Honorable Kaluma to take the motion again. And if not, that matter is before the committee and will be prosecuted and the report brought to the House. Retake the motion or bring the report to the House through the Committee of Interior. Honorable members, the mover has said he is not willing to retake the motion. So I gave him the opportunity. He has said he is not willing to retake it. So if not willing to retake the motion, we will move on to the next order.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Let me move. No, let me move. Madam Speaker, I beg to move again.
Yeah.
I beg to move again.
Honorable member for Homa Bay Town, kindly do not take us in circles. Either move it or drop it. You have two options. Just move it or drop it. Don't take us in circles. If you're moving it, move it. But we can't also keep waiting for you. Move the motion.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move.
Honorable members,
there is a lot of
can you take your seats? Honorable Omanyo,
yeah.
Catherine Omanyo, take your seat.
I beg members to sit so that I move.
Honorable Mbue, take your seat. Honorable Muliongi, take your seat. Honorable Dr. Nyikal, take your seat. Honorable Mayaka, take your seat. Benziba, take your seat. Honorable Omanyo, Honorable Kibagendi, move away from the maze. Take your seats. We will go back to order number 7. Honorable Kaluma, hold on to be on record.
Order number 7, questions and statements. Order number 6, notices of motion.
Honorable Kaluma.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I move an adjournment of the House on a definite matter of urgent national importance regarding deployment of Kenya Police to Haiti. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order number 33-1, I seek leave for the adjournment of the House for purposes of discussing a definite matter of urgent national importance regarding the intended deployment of Kenya Police officers to the Republic of Haiti on a security intervention mission. Honorable Speaker, it has been recently reported to print and electronic media that the government of the Republic of Kenya is to contribute approximately 1,000 police officers to a multinational force to assist in Haiti, as the country contends with widespread gang violence following approval by the United Nations Security Council. However, as a country, it is important to approach this issue with utmost consideration, for it raises questions that do not resonate with the primary duty of our National Police Service, which is to maintain internal security, law, and order. Our police service's primary duty is to protect its citizens against any internal threats. Honorable Speaker, it is vital to recognize the context of Haiti, plagued by decades of violent internal strife and a history of successful coups against its last 4 presidents. This backdrop adds a layer of complexity to Kenya's planned foreign intervention mission. We cannot overlook the unfortunate instances where Kenya police have encountered grave danger while combating insecurity, even on the home soil. Regrettably, the government has neither provided clear communication or explanation to Kenyans, nor their representatives in the National Assembly concerning the mission, the level of training of the officers, the scope of their involvement in the mission, and most importantly, the measures in place to ensure their safety and the well-being of their families. Of want, there is uncertainty as to whether the Republic of Haiti is a reciprocating country within the meaning of Section 107 of the National Police Service Act, so as to qualify for service of Kenya police officers. Honorable Speaker, Article 238(1) underscores the importance of national security, encompassing the protection of our territory and protection of our people. Since the country has been witnessing a surge in insecurity in various parts of the country, it is imperative for the government to conduct an assessment to ensure that our homeland security is not compromised. This is a matter of utmost importance to our nation and warrants thorough deliberation and careful consideration by this House. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I now seek leave for the adjournment of the House to discuss this matter of great national concern. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
How many? You have the requisite numbers, and the motion will be allocated time at 6:30 p.m. today. 6:30 p.m. today. 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. today. Today. Next order.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Honorable Gathoni wa Mushomba. What is out of order, Honorable Junet?
Madam Speaker, with your indulgence, I wanted to give notice of motion to extend the sitting of the House until the business moved by Honorable Kaluma is concluded. That's the serious business of the House. Yes. Yeah. So, Madam Speaker, I give notice of motion to extend the sitting of the House until midnight tonight.
Honorable Jeanette, Honorable, you know that's a procedural motion. It has to be in the order paper, and it's not in the order paper. Other members, we hear you, Honorable Junet, but at 6:30, we'll already have adjourned for the adjournment motion. So you are not allowed to extend when the House is already in adjournment. Minority Leader.
Madam Speaker, on a slightly unrelated matter, I wish to bring to the attention of the House, and this is a matter I would want the Honorable Speaker to make a determination on. the Honorable House, I want to bring to attention a memo or a circular that is currently in circulation, very wide circulation. It's a circular signed by Mr. Felix K. Koskei as Chief of Staff and Head of the Public Service. This circular is titled Suspension of Non-Essential Travel. Without really reading it, the upshot of this circular is that the author is giving an advisory, is purporting to direct various persons and office holders on how to spend monies that this House has appropriated, including Parliament. Not just Parliament, including Parliament, the Auditor General, Controller of Budget, the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, and the Senate, Clerk of the Senate, Clerk of the National Assembly, and so on and so forth. All governors. And I want to read just one paragraph. At paragraph on page, it's not page netted, or at number, Roman number 5, governors of county governments. The author purports to direct that delegations headed by governors of county governments shall not exceed 3 persons, including the governor as head of delegation, and shall remain guided by the tenets of the circular, blah, blah, blah. Madam Speaker, this country is governed by not only the rule of law, but also by constitutionalism. The Constitution of Kenya 2010 is quite clear, is quite unambiguous. In fact, the drafters of that Constitution were very clear in their intentions that various arms of government would remain independent of one another. It is not in the province of somebody calling himself Chief of Staff of the Executive, of National Executive, to purport to direct other arms of government on how to spend their money that this House has appropriated. Nobody, no person under the sun can direct this House, the judiciary, the governors, how to spend monies that have been appropriated. In fact, it is only this House that has got that attitude to direct anybody else by way of appropriation. And therefore, I want you to find, Madam Speaker, that this circular is misguided, is contemptuous, is unconstitutional, is improper, is illegal, is ridiculous, and is totally out of place.
You have made your point.
And this House should expand. If at all this circular has found itself in the records of this House, it should be expanded. But more importantly, the author of this circular should be directed. Should be directed.
Do you have to be informed?
Let me confirm here.
Honorable Junet, why are you not talking? Give him the mic. Give him the mic.
Thank you. Madam Speaker, I want to inform my leader that I've also come across this circular in the streets of Nairobi here. And I have never seen a more defective circular that has come out of the executive than this one. Madam Speaker, we have 3 arms of government, and we have 2 governments in one government, who are interdependent but distinct. We have devolved governments and we have national government. You cannot direct a governor elected by the people of the Republic of Kenya how to travel and who to carry and who not to carry. Governors cannot be managed from State House. That one is for a fact. The Constitution does not allow that. Parliament cannot be managed from the executive. The only person who can give directives in Parliament on how we shall travel or not travel, what to eat, not to eat, is the Speaker of the Republic of Kenya, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, if we allow this...
Honorable Junet, that's enough information for one day. Minority Leader, you've made your point.
I'm concluding. I'm just concluding.
You have 30 seconds. I'll give the Majority Leader.
And let me say this, that if this trend is not stopped, this country is going to turn to the dark jungle days. Madam Speaker, we have seen in the recent past, State House attempting to even manage agencies within ministries. We have seen State House actually sacking CEOs of agencies, like the Earth Water CEO. We have seen now my good friends who are here with us last Parliament, Honorable Moses Kuria, Honorable Alice Wahome, being demoted just anyhow.
Order.
On account of this kind of nonsense.
Order. Order. Minority Leader, you have made your point. Kindly restrict yourself to the memo. I'll give the Majority Leader. I will give the Majority Leader 2 minutes to comment on it, and then we'll make our way forward. Majority Leader, 2 minutes.
Honorable Speaker, the issue being raised by the Leader of Minority would seemingly be a very legitimate matter if the purported circular, as the Honorable Junet says, he has also seen it from the streets. I have not seen it in the streets. I have just had the privilege of the Honorable Pio and I sharing with me a bunch of papers that are not on a government letterhead, and therefore cannot ascertain whether this is indeed a circular from the government. Number two, Honorable Speaker, he says it is signed by the Honorable Felix Kosgei. Indeed, the circular seems, or rather this bunch of papers, have the name of Felix K. Kosgei without a signature. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, I am constrained as to whether, to begin with, these are papers that are admissible in the House. And Honorable Speaker, if we are to comment then on issues that are not properly before the House, because if Felix Kosgei wants to effect anything in Parliament, he would do so only through a properly documented process in line with the laws. And it is true, the head of public service cannot direct Parliament. That is a fact. When I read this bunch of papers, because I can quickly peruse through and read, there is absolutely nothing touching on Parliament, absolutely nothing. It is talking about cabinet secretaries, principal secretaries, yeah, delegations accompanying the president and the deputy president and the prime cabinet secretary. And it talks, on 5, it talks about governors of county governments. And it says, Honorable Speaker, because it's good to be factual, that delegations headed by governors of county government shall not exceed 3 persons, including the governor as the head of delegation 1+2, and shall remain guided by the tenets of circular number OP Cab 17A of 26th January 2015. Eight years ago, when myself and Honorable Pio are first-time members of Parliament, we do not have the benefits of sharing that particular circular of 2015 to know whether it came from the summit between governors and the executive. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, I would only request you to rule that first, this bunch of papers are inadmissible. Number 2, Honorable Speaker, the Leader of Minority, as much has been very animated in moving his... Honorable Speaker, protect me from the Honorable Mbui, Nimrod, who is persuading me to use the word hot air. But I am trying not to use the word hot air. Honorable Speaker, and you could see, Honorable Speaker, when my good friend, the Leader of Minority, in his very animated gestures, has even veered off to now doing exactly what he's saying Felix Kosgei cannot do. that Felix Kosgei cannot direct the legislature. Equally, the leader of minority cannot be the one to direct the president of the Republic of Kenya on how to assign and reassign ministers he has appointed. Therefore, we must all, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. If we do not want Felix Kosgei to direct parliament, and indeed he has not.
Majority Leader, you've made your point.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Speaker, allow me to say this in conclusion. Felix Kosgei has not directed parliament. Neither has he directed the judiciary. Neither has he directed governors.
Honorable Basil,
alluded to the
what is burning out of order?
Circular of 2015.
Hold on, Majority Leader.
Has not been tabled.
Hold on.
Honorable Speaker, to just...
No, Honorable Basil is on his feet.
Please, if you can say on what standing order.
Standing order number 95. You need to make reference to it. What majority is holding was actually shared in the national TV, Madam Speaker.
You are totally out of order. Honorable Basil.
No.
Honorable Basil, maybe I need to update you, even if it was shared on TV, even if, no, I have heard him. Honorable Amboka, stop shouting. Stop shouting. You know, Honorable Basil has said that what the majority leader is holding was shown on TV. Is still not admissible in this house. So kindly, majority leader, finish up. Finish up kindly.
Honorable Speaker, thank you. And I must thank you, Honorable Speaker, because we must make it customary, Honorable Speaker, in line with our own traditions and procedures, that when a member seeks to interrupt another on a point of order, they do what Honorable Chepkonga has always insisted, and thank you for protecting me from the Honorable Basil. Honorable Speaker, I was saying from this bunch of papers, therefore, we cannot ascertain whether the 2015 circular, as I said, because that's the point where I was at, as I concluded, was pursuant to an agreement in the summit between the county governors and the executive, Honorable Speaker. And I would have prayed that the leader of minority would have been kind enough to table that particular circular of 2015,
Honorable
because
members.
it does exist.
Members, you know, Honorable Junet, you've already prosecuted this matter. If this circular, other members, if this circular is to be formal and presented to this House, the route is clear. It is to the Speaker or to the Clerk of the National Assembly. So I would say we hold our horses. If it gets here, it will be dealt with accordingly. It will be dealt with accordingly. Kindly, Honorable Wamoshomba, continue with your statement. We have to make way forward.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today, the 5th of October, 2023, I seek to request for a statement regarding standardization and production of school uniforms in the country. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order number 44-2C, I wish to request for the statement from the chairperson of the Committee on Implementation regarding the development of a policy on standardization and production of school uniforms in the country. Honorable Speaker, on the day of March 8, 2023, the House approved a motion on development of policy on standardization and production of school uniforms in the country. In the motion, the House noted that the cost of uniforms has continued to escalate, becoming prohibitively expensive for the majority of Kenyans, with some of the schools demanding that parents source uniform from the schools or from the specific suppliers. Notably, it is now close to 7 months, Madam Speaker, 7 months since the House made the resolution. However, there seems to be little or no effort being made by the government to address this matter. Honorable Speaker, it is against this backdrop that I seek a statement from the chairperson of the Committee on Implementation on the status of the development of a policy on standardization and production of school uniforms in the country. I'm worried, Madam Speaker, we are just about to go out for holidays and children will be going back to school in January 2024, and if this issue is not going to be looked at, we are staring at a very serious crisis because the cost of living is very high. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable, don't be tempted to add to your statement.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The Chair, Committee of Implementation, are you in the House? The Vice Chair? The Honorable Wanjala Raphael. The Vice Chair? Majority Leader? Okay, sorry. Committee of Implementation is in the minority. So, Minority Leader?
Well, you know, I find myself in very unfamiliar territory of undertaking on behalf of people who are not in the House. You know, we have spoken about this issue before, Madam Speaker, that committee chairs, their vice chairpersons and committee must be in the House. Yeah, and members to be able to respond to issues such as the one coming from the Honorable Mshomba. So even though I will be undertaking on behalf of the chairperson of the committee, who is Honorable Raphael Wanjala, that the response will come in 2 weeks' time. I want this to go out clearly to all and sundry, and especially to those chairs who belong to my side of the coalition, that you must do your work, and you can't do your work by absenting yourself from the House when required.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Minority Leader. I know you have all the power to take the necessary actions. So we expect that response in 2 weeks' time. Before we go to the next statement, allow me to recognize students in the Speaker's Gallery. Number 1, Dhara Secondary School from Maragua constituency, Murang'a County, and Cornerbrook Secondary School. I had called them out, but they had not come in, from Juja constituency, Kiambu County. On my own behalf and that of the House, we welcome you to observe the proceedings of the House. Thank you. The next statement will be by the Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Housing, Urban Planning and Public Works. No? Where is the Vice Chair? Any member of the committee? This issue cuts across both sides of the House. Majority Whip, can you undertake to transmit this to the Chair? On record.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, it's quite unfortunate, and using the words of the Honorable Minority Leader, it's quite unfortunate that regardless of the meetings that we've held with the committee chairs and vice chairs, and committing them, of course, to make this House a priority, they still do not want to oblige. So I commit and undertake that I'll follow up the matter to its conclusion. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. The Leader of the Majority, you have some statement.
Honorable Speaker, I have, while holding brief for the Honorable Majority Leader, I have several statements here to make, including the carer statement that members have been asking of. But I'll start with the usual statement by the Majority Leader this very day. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2A, I rise to give the following statement on behalf of the House Business Committee, which met on Tuesday, the 3rd October 2023, to prioritize the business for consideration during the week. Honorable Speaker, as members will recall, this week the House received the Facilities Improvement Financing Bill, and that is the Senate Bill number 43 of 2023, and the Primary Health Care Bill, Senate Bill number 44 of 2023, from the Senate for consideration by the House, and which was subsequently read a first time. These are parts of the legislative initiatives aimed at overhauling our health sector to ensure better services to the people. I urge the Departmental Committee on Health to expedite the public participation process for onward consideration by the House. With regards to business schedule for consideration next week, as members are aware, Tuesday, 10th October 2023 will be a public holiday marking Huduma Day. The House will therefore reconvene on Wednesday, 11th October 2023 in the morning. Here, Honorable Jematia, Honorable Speaker, asking me whether Tuesday is a public holiday, and I want to make it known to her that 10th October 2023 used to be Moi Day in the yesteryears. Now it is Huduma Day. And now, of course, now the House will not be sitting then or convening then. Honorable Speaker, the House is expected to consider individual members' business on 11th October 2023 during the morning sitting. I urge members to be present to prosecute the numerous members' motions that are scheduled in the sitting. During the afternoon sitting, Honorable Speaker, the House is expected to consider the following bills at various stages, some of which are listed in today's order paper. Number one, the Committee of the Whole House on the National Rating Bill 2022, if not concluded today. Number two, the Statute Law Miscellaneous Bill 2022, the National Construction Authority Bill 2022, the Kenya Drugs Authority Bill 2022, the Cancer Prevention and Control Amendment Bill, number 2, Bill of 2022, the National Youth Council Amendment Bill 2023, the Land Amendment Bill 2022, the Public Service Commission Amendment Bill 2023, the Assisted Reproductive Technology Amendment Bill 2023, the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Amendment Bill 2022, the Statutory Instruments Amendment Bill 2023, the Conflict of Interest Bill 2023, and finally, the Insurance Amendment Bill of 2023. Additionally, Honorable Speaker, the debate will also be undertaken on the following motions, some of which are listed in today's order paper, should they not be concluded today. The number one is a report on public petition regarding probable loss of investment in Seaton high-yield solutions platforms. Number two is consideration of the reports of the Auditor General on the financial statement for the National Government Constituency Development Fund of 12 constituencies in Kakamega County. The report on consideration of the East African Community Multilateral Agreement on Aircraft Accidents and Incident Investigations. The report of the Kenya delegation to the 4th General Assembly of the East African Parliamentary Alliance on Food Security and Nutrition that is held in Kigali, Rwanda. The report on the inspection of various one-stop border posts in the Northern Corridor in the East African Community region. The report on employment diversity audit in public institutions. Report on the loans contracted by the national government between May 2022 and April 2023. Reports of the Auditor General on 23 non-compliant state corporations. Report on the proceedings of the secondary ordinary session of the 6th Pan-African Parliament, and the report of on the proceedings of the 2023 United Nations High-Level Political Forum on Sustainable Development. Honorable Speaker, in accordance with the provisions of Standing Order 42A5 and 6, I wish to convey that the following cabinet secretaries are scheduled to appear before the House on the afternoon of Wednesday, 11th October 2023, to respond to the questions as follows. Number one, the Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, and I think this now will be reviewed, Honorable Speaker. It will be reviewed owing to the fact that there has been changes since yesterday, but the Cabinet Secretary for the Foreign and Diaspora Affairs is to appear and respond to the following questions. Number one, question number 241 of 2023 by the member for Chuka Igambangombe constituency, Honorable Patrick Monene, MP, regarding the assistance provided by Kenyan missions abroad to distressed Kenyan citizens in foreign countries. Number two is question number 301, 2023, by the Saboti Member of Parliament, Honorable Caleb Amisi, MP, regarding the disbursement of salaries to personnel seconded to Kenyan embassies abroad. Question number 3 is question number 302 of 2023, by the member for Keio South constituency, the Honorable Gideon Kimaiyo, MP, regarding the visa fees charged by United States Embassy. And question number 303 by the nominated member, Honorable Sabina Chege, MP, regarding the compensation for victims of the 1998 US Embassy bombing. Question number 373 by the member for Aldai constituency, the Honorable Marianne Kitani, MP, regarding the immigration and emigration within the country. Question number 374 of 2023 by the member for Nandi County, the Honorable Cynthia Muge, MP, regarding the English proficiency tests required for the Kenyan student pursuing academic opportunities abroad. And question number 375 of 2023 by the member for Murang'a County, the Honorable Betty Njeri Maina, regarding the alleged unlawful confinement and mistreatment by Miss Njeri, Miss Mary Wanjiro Wainaina in Toronto, Canada. Honorable Speaker, the Cabinet Secretary for Investments, Trade and Industry is to appear and respond to the following questions. And I think as a matter of knowledge, it's important for members to take judicial notice that the Secretary for Investment and Trade and Industry has since been redeployed, and of course now the new one will be answering questions in regard to question number 110 of 2023 by the member for Sirisia constituency, Honorable Waluke, regarding the impact of excise duty on manufacturers in the beverage industry. Question number 140 of 2023 by the member for Konoin constituency, Brighton Yegon, regarding the importation of fully finished foreign produced edible oils into the country. Question number 141 of 2023 by the member for Madare constituency, Honorable Anthony Oluoch, regarding the reinstatement of Mr. Ezekiel Owuor Otieno as the substantive CEO of the EPZ. Question number 142 by the member for Kabete constituency, Gedhua Wamashukuru, regarding the sale of Gashiko liquor, which is popularly sold in Kiambu County. Question number 232 of 2023 by the member for Manyata constituency, the Honorable Getonga Mukunji, regarding the interest rates charged by financial institutions for hire purchase payment to acquire motor vehicles and motorcycles. Question number 330 of 2023 by member for Mumias East, Honorable Peter Salasia, regarding foreign assignments undertaken by the Cabinet Secretary under the expenditure of the delegations. Question number 331, 2023, by the member for Keses constituency, the Honorable Julius Ruto, CPA, regarding key players in the second-hand clothing, that is Mitumba, and mixed assorted goods business across the country. Question number 428 of 2023, by the member for Machakos County, the Honorable Joyce Kamene, MP, regarding the promotion of domestic production of essential goods and the timelines for operationalization of the industrial parks. And question number 429 of 2023 by the member for Uasin Gishu County, Gladys Boss, regarding the inspection process for importation or the imported goods conducted by various government agencies. Honorable Speaker, members will note that the notice of question scheduled for the response by CSS on Wednesday 11 have been published in today's order paper. And regardless of the changes that have happened in cabinet, we hope the members of the cabinet are following that they really must appear before this House to answer those questions in their new legarium. Honorable Speaker, finally, the House Business Committee will reconvene on Tuesday, 17th of October 2023 to schedule business for the rest of the week. I now wish to lay this statement on the table of the House, and I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
Honorable
You have another statement?
Yes, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, you will recall that there have been concerns in regard to the recommendations of the Presidential Working Party on education reform. And members raised those questions on the reforms that were recommended. With me here, Honorable Speaker, is the report by the CS for Education, the Honorable Ezekiel Machogu. It is too long for the afternoon read, and I will I think In summary, Honorable Speaker.
What you can do, Honorable Soro,
yes,
because we know the gist of
yes,
the questions raised by members, you can table it, but you can give the highlights in terms of the 22% and 10%.
No, that is.
Oh, that's Kera.
This is education. One. I'll go to the final one of Kera.
Okay.
But on this one, Honorable Speaker, I'll not really wish to read because it's
Give
long,
a summary, then table it.
But I'll say that the Cabinet Secretary and the Ministry has taken note on the concerns raised by the members, and the proposals as provided by this report is that there are proposals for possible legislations and amendments that will be brought to this House, of course, to specific education, to the specific committees for considerations, by the whole House. And the implementation of the proposed reforms will not take effect up until when the legislation process through this House will be complete. So I beg to table the report. Finally, Honorable Speaker, and I can see there is a...
What's out of order, Honorable Mboka?
There were some strangers, Madam Speaker. They were here, they just left when they saw me raising the point of order. I don't know who.
Order, Honorable Member. This place accommodates our clerks, especially when we are headed to Committee of the Whole.
They're supposed to be in uniform.
Yeah. They're supposed to be?
In uniform.
Honorable Mboka, I would assure you we have no strangers in the House. Honorable Soro, please continue.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. You can indulge Honorable Mboka. The officers that are supposed to be in uniform are the sergeant at arms. They are donning their green attire. Now, Honorable Speaker, I beg to table that report on the education, but allow me to now make a statement on the carer question that was raised here by honorable members. This is short and can be read. Honorable Speaker, I rise to give the following statement pursuant to Standing Order number 44-2B regarding the resolution of the House on the proposed reduction of the projected ceilings for the Kenya Rural Roads Authority for the financial year 2024-2025 and 2025-2026. Honorable Speaker, you may recall that on Thursday, 28th September 2023, the House considered and passed a resolution on projected ceilings for the Kenya Rural Roads Authority for the financial year 2024-2025 and 2025-2026. In the resolution, the House resolved that the ceilings for roads maintenance levy fund under the Kenya Rural Roads Authority for the financial year 2024-2025 and 2025-2026 be maintained as per the formula setting our percentages in Section 6 of the Kenya Rural Roads, Kenya Roads Board Act 1999 as follows. 1, Kenya Rural Roads Authority, 32%, and that is 22% for the constituency roads and 10% for the critical link roads. 2, the Kenyan Urban Roads Authority, KURA, was to get 15%. 3, Kenya National Highway Authority, 40%. 4, the Kenya Wildlife Service, 1%. 5, Emergency Interventions or the CS amount, that is 10%. And the Kenya Roads Board, KRB administration, 2%. Honorable Speaker, the House further directed that the Director General, Kenya Rural Roads Authority, vacates in writing the memo, reference number, KERA 0502, Volume 2, 185, dated 16th August 2023, addressed to regional directors of the authority and report the vacation to the House within 7 days from 28th of September 2023. Honorable Speaker, the Ministry has since reverted the matter via letter dated 2nd of October 2023, and the Ministry states as follows: that the Kenya Roads Board has revised the annual funding ceilings for all roads agencies for the financial year 2024-2025 and 2025-2026 as per the formula setting out percentages in Section 6 of the Kenya Roads Board Act 1999. The projected funding ceiling for the Kenya Rural Roads Authority for the financial year 2024-2025 and 2025-2026 have been revised upwards in accordance with the law and communicated to the authority via the KRB's letter, reference KRB, volume XA 42, dated 27th September 2023, that the Director General, KERA, is expected to communicate the revised annual ceilings per constituency for financial years 2024-2025 and 2025-2026, amounting to 69 million and 72 million, 69 million 60,575 and 40 cents and 72 million 60,885 895.03 respectively to regional directors of the authority with immediate effect. The board has at August 2023 disbursed to all road authorities 25% of the annual ceilings of the roads maintenance levy fund for the financial year 2023-2024. The board has also disbursed the sum 11 billion 627 million 536,327, amounting to 50% of the KERA's annual budget. Honorable Speaker, I wish to reiterate the resolve of the House that all the actions by the state agencies must, without fail, be within the law. So, Honorable Speaker, the onus of this communication is that the concerns that were raised by the honorable members in regard to the 22%, the reduction or the purported reduction of the 22% has since been revised. And in any case, it has actually been revised upwards. And this communication also states that the amounts to KERA or to the roads agencies, part of the amount to the roads agencies have been sent to those very particular agencies, and that is 25% of that amount. And the total now being, of course, because 25% has gone to the annual ceilings of the roads maintenance, and the other agencies have also received a further 25%, making a total of 50% to the KERA's annual budget. So clearly, the members need not to worry about KERA roads. In any case, they should actually celebrate the revision that has actually taken it upwards. I thank you, Honorable Speaker, and that is the statement for this Thursday. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The Chair, Transport Committee. You want to comment on it?
I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting. Okay. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to support the statement by the Leader of Majority. Honorable Speaker, I would like to thank the honorable members of this House for supporting the committee's report on reduction of KERA ceilings, and assure members that the committee that I head will ensure that resources meant for our roads are safeguarded. Honorable Speaker, I know there are some members who are asking, what about 23-24 financial year? The proposal to reduce the ceiling had not affected the 23-24. So the 23-24 ceiling still remains. Honorable Speaker, in the letter, the statement the leader has read, the PS for infrastructure roads has indicated that 50% has already been sent to KERA. And Honorable Speaker, with that, I think it's about 11 billion, which will be transmitted to our regions in the coming days. Honorable Speaker, I know the honorable leader has indicated that in the 24-25 financial year, 25-26, the ceilings will go up, or the allocation will go up to about 69.060 million per constituency, and the following year will go up to 72 million per constituency. Honorable Speaker, I would like to bring to the attention of members that these particular allocations are projected. They are not actual, and so they can slightly go up or down. I think that it's important for members to know that. Thank you, honorable members, for supporting that report. I know we were all anxious, and we did not want, we were assertive enough to not allow the other agencies to interfere with the allocation for our constituents. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I support.
Thank you, Chairperson. I think we have put that matter to rest. Next order.
Order number 8, motion. Nominees to the 3 national government constituencies development fund committees.
The Chairperson Select Committee on the NG-CDF.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that this House adopts the report of the National Government Constituency Development Fund in 3 constituencies committees laid on the table of the House on Wednesday, 4th of October 2023, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 43(1) and 43(2) of the National Government Constituency Development Fund Act 2015, approves the list of nominees for appointment to the following 3 constituency committees of the National Government Constituency Development Fund. 1, Balambala constituency, Abdi Shale Bule, nominee of the constituency office, appointments pursuant to Section 43(2)(e). Gatanga constituency, Dominic Kinyanzui Nzau, male adult representative, appointment pursuant to Section 43(2)(b). David Maora Kinyanjui, representative of persons with disabilities, appointment pursuant to Section 43(2)(d). Nyeri Town constituency, Jane Ngunyu Mwangi, female adult representative, appointment pursuant to Section 43(2)(b). Madam Speaker, I beg to move. I beg to move. Madam Speaker, these members is as a result of members who have resigned from the various constituency committees, and their replacements are in order, Madam Speaker. And I would ask the House that they do approve the names as they are necessary to make the quorum in their various committees. Madam Speaker, I beg to move. I ask Honorable Chepkonga to second this motion.
Madam Speaker, I stand to second, but some members here are telling me to put standing order 95, surely when seconding. You know, this tells you that we have a problem in this House. You know, members have refused to learn the standing orders. You know, standing order 83 is very clear. These are our own standing orders which we passed, Madam Speaker. And it behoves every member, whenever they stand, to quote the standing order in which they are rising on. In fact, I'm very surprised with the leader of minority, who is a third termer. And he shouts and says, point of order, Madam Speaker, in a very menacing manner, thinking that that is a point of order. That is not a point of order. A point of order is that you must quote the standing order you are standing on. So, Madam Speaker, you know, there is no point for us as members of parliament to approve the standing orders and then we are in breach. I suggest when we amend the standing orders in future, we must provide for a penalty for misbehavior. The problem is that these standing orders don't provide for a penalty, so it becomes a deterrence to people from misbehaving.
We have standing order 107 all the way for any disorderly conduct. So do you second? Okay. Therefore, honorable members, I propose that this House adopts the report of the National Government Constituency Development Fund on 3 constituency committees laid on the table of the House on Wednesday, October 4th, 2023, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 43(1) and 43(2) of the National Government Constituency Development Fund Act 2015, the House approves the list of nominees for appointment to the following 3 constituencies, committees of the NG-CDF. Number 1, Balabala constituency, Abdi Shale Bule, nominee of the constituency, male, appointment pursuant to Section 43(2). Number 2, Katanga constituency, Dominic Kinyanzui Nzau, male adult rep, appointed pursuant to Section 43(2)(b), and David Mwaura Kinyanjui, representatives of persons with disabilities, appointment pursuant to 43(2)(d). Nyeri constituency, Jane Ngunyi Mwangi, female adult representative, appointment pursuant to Section 43(2)(b). I put the question. I therefore put the question. Therefore, I put the question that this House adopts the report of the National Government Constituency Development Fund on 3 constituencies committees laid on the table of the House on Wednesday, 4th, 2023, October 4th, 2023, and pursuant to the provisions of 43(1), Section 43(1) and Section 43(2) of the NG-CDF Act 2015, approve the list of nominees for appointment to the following 3 constituency committees to the National Government Constituency Development Fund. Number 1, Balabala constituency, Abdishale Bule, nominee, office male, appointment pursuant to Section 43(2). Number 2, Gatanga constituency, Dominic Kinyanzui Nzau, male adult representative, appointment pursuant to Section 43(2)(b), and number 2, David Mwaura Kinyanjui, representatives of the persons with disabilities, appointment pursuant to Section 43(2)(d). Number 3, Nyeri Town constituency, Jane Ngunyi Mwangi, female adult representative, appointment pursuant to Section 43(2)(b). As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 9, Committee of the Whole House.
Yes. Honorable members, I put the question that clause B be amended as proposed. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. As many as are of that opinion say nay? Nay. The nays have it.
How? But the Constitution, that's what the Constitution says. That's what the Constitution says.
So, honorable members, I propose that clause Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have. Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 5 and 6. Honorable members, I take that again. Honorable members, I propose that clause 6 and 7 be part of the bill. Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 6 and 7 be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 8.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 8 be part of the bill. We have an amendment by the majority party, leader of the majority party, and also by the Honorable Wilberforce Oundo. I start with the one by the majority party. Honorable Chepkonga.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I wish to move that clause 8 of the bill be amended in subclause 1 by deleting the words whether freehold or appearing in paragraph A immediately after the word alls. This is as a consequence of the amendment in clause 5, which we have approved, Madam Speaker. I thank you.
Thank you very much, honorable members. I put the question that clause Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 8 be amended as proposed by the Honorable Chepkonga. Interest by the Honorable Nyikao?
Yes, I do. Chair, it's good that we really understand these things. What has been explained by the mover is not quite the same as what we are saying.
That clause 9, 10, and 11 be part of the bill. As many as
of the evaluation role for purpose of planning, order, and organization. And secondly, we are saying that in setting the rates track rate, the county committee shall ensure there is adequate public participation. That's all that my amendments clause 14 is talking about.
Thank you, Honorable Oundo. Thank you, Honorable Oundo. Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 14 be amended as proposed by the Honorable Oundo. I put the question. I now put the question that clause 14 be amended as proposed by the Honorable Oundo. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. Nay. The nays have it. Honorable members, I propose that clause 14 be part of the bill.
Price and somebody took it. I think there's one of my opponents wanted that piece of land. So if that reserve price is in law, I would have saved it, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I want to plead with members of the government. Mr. Osoro, I know you are the commander-in-chief here. Please.
Thank you, Honorable Atandi.
This amendment
thank you, Honorable Atandi. The Honorable Benjamin Langat will be the last on this one.
Chair, I wanted to contribute on that. Madam Chair, I move that clause 32 be amended as contained in the order paper. Again, this is just redrafting, fine-tuning, and cleaning the clause. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, honorable members. I now propose the question that clause 32 be amended as proposed by the Honorable Chair Lance. I now put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by the Chair Lance. Will as many as have that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as have a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 32. Before we put the question, we have an amendment by the Honorable Wilberforce Oundo. Please proceed.
Chair, I just wanted to go on record. And fine, let me move, then I give an explanation. Then I propose amendment clause 32 as proposed in the order paper. And that, Honorable Chair, is basically to change reference to chief government valuer to National Land Commission. And I say so, Honorable Speaker, Chair, that in the Constitution of Kenya, Article 67, 2F, 2G, the power, the mandate to assess tax on land and premiums on
Viga, yet it is not recorded anywhere in police station. Is it in order, Mr. Speaker? Because I shudder, I don't want to leave this house today at 6:30 when we have left people who live in Serem and Vihiga, Mr. Speaker, can he withdraw and apologize? And I withdraw, Mr. Speaker, when I made reference to communities. Can he withdraw and apologize?
Senator Osotsi, are you able to substantiate? Just one moment. Are you able to substantiate the clashes between Eldai and
Mr. Speaker, you know when you are not absent in your county, you have problems like Cherigei. I am absent. I am present in my county, and I know every corner of my county. There were clashes in Aldai, near the boundary with Vihiga, near Serem. And animals were burnt,
Senator Osotsi,
houses were burnt, and I want to go on record that is the true position, and if asked to substantiate, I am ready to substantiate. Yeah, I'm ready to substantiate. We cannot be intimidated when we are contributing on
Senator Osotsi, you have stated here that you're able to substantiate the clashes in Eldai and Vihiga. So I will direct you to do so in the next sitting.
Mr. Speaker, I am ready to substantiate any time you ask me to do that.
Next sitting also.
Because this is the truth, and however much
you don't, Osotsi, you don't have the mic. You will be found to be out of order. Senator Mohammed Chute.
Asante. Mheshimiwa Speaker, tafadhali Cherargei awache kupiga kelele.
Tafadhali Senator Cherargei, wacha tumsikize Senator Chute kwa umakini.
Mheshimiwa Speaker, Cherargei anacheka. Leo kuna familia wamekosa watoto, baba, mama, mandugu. Mheshimiwa Speaker, mimi nimetoka Marsabit. Na mimi najua ile uchungu ya mzazi ama ndugu ama dada ama mama ako nayo wakati mtu wake ameuawa. Hapa hakuna kitu ya kucheka. Ni maneno ambaye inaumiza watu wengi sana. Mheshimiwa Speaker, wiki mbili iliyopita nilienda na timu yangu ya cohesion mahali naitwa Baragoi. Mahali watu wengi wameuawa. Na watu Baragoi wakasimama wakasema tumepoteza watu wengi sana. Na tangu President Ruto ameingia tumepata nafuu. Na wakasema kuna watu wanaitwa Wajakoya wamefika huko wakaokoa maisha ya watu yetu. Mimi nikauliza watu wanaitwa Wajakoya ni nani? Nikaambia Wajakoya ni askari jeshi ambaye Rais Ruto alipeleka kule Samburu mahali naitwa Baragoi. Watu wameanza kupata maisha mzuri, kulala vizuri. Kwa hivyo mimi siwezi kubali mtu yoyote akisema hii shida imeletwa president hajashughulika. Nataka kusema hivi, Marsabit mahali ambaye nimetoka tulikuwa na shida kubwa sana. Na Mheshimiwa Speaker, Sondu watu 7 wamefariki. Kweli hiyo sio mambo rahisi. Na nimesema mbeleni. Nataka kusema pole kwa familia hiyo. Lakini ukiangalia Kenya, mahali kama Marsabit, watu wamekufa watu wengi sana. Zaidi ya watu 500. Wako na watoto, wako na baba, mama na family kubwa sana. Na ningependa kusema hivi bwana Speaker. Kindiki alipunguza shida ya Marsabit. Tumebakisha leo shida ile iko ndani ya Marsabit, ni Marsabit town headquarter mahali naitwa Saku. Maduka ndio yanavunjwa. Lakini ile mambo ya watu kuuana vile walikuwa naua zamani imeisha na tunashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu. Mheshimiwa Speaker, mambo ya security.
Senator Mohamed Chute, would you like to be informed by Senator Eddy?
Hapana. Mambo ya security, ukisikia mtu ametoka Turkana na Marsabit, muje muulize. Mheshimiwa Speaker, kuna watu wanasema wakora wajulikani mahali walitoka. Hakuna mkora amezaliwa hana baba na mama, na ametoka kutoka village inajulikana. Kwa hivyo ukiona mkora ati mtu amekuja kuua watu unasemekana mkora, ile mkora tunajua ni ile iko Nairobi, ile watu wanashika watu wananyang'anya watu. Lakini kwetu tunajua mkora ametoka wapi, mama yake ni nani, baba yake ni nani, hata kalani yake na kabila yake tunajua. Kwa hivyo watu wasikuje mbele ya Senate hapa bunge waseme ati wakora ni kina nani. Hapana, tuambiane ukweli. Bwana Speaker, kama sisi tunataka nchi ifaulu, watu wafaulu, shida ile iko ndani ya Sondu sahi itatuliwa haraka kabisa, kwa sababu itaendelea, itafika mambo kama Marsabit, watu 500 wanakufa. Ningependa mandugu zetu wako hapa, masenators, tafadhali sana msiwe na hasira kwa roho yenu mpaka inaingia shida, watu wataenda kuuana. Tafadhali sana, sisi ndio tunajua ile shida ya watu kukosana iko. Mvumilie, muhakikishe, na nataka kuomba serikali ichukue hatua kali kabisa kwa wale watu leo wameua hiyo watu, kwa sababu wasipochukua hiyo hatua wengine watakufa. Na responsibility ya serikali ni kuchunga maisha na mali ya wananchi ya Kenya. Iko katika constitution hiyo. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Speaker, nikimaliza nataka kusema hivi. Kuna kitu inaitwa blame game.
Senator, wakati inakwisha. Senator James Murango.
Asante sana mstahiki Speaker. Niseme ya kwamba leo ni siku ya huzuni, kwa sababu kama kuna siku ambayo tunafaa kuwa tumeungana tukijadili maneno, ni siku ya leo. Kifo si kitu ya kutaniana. Mstahiki Speaker, nimetoka Kirinyaga ambako nimezika watoto zaidi ya 15 sahi ambao wamekuwa wakifanya kazi katika vyombo vya usalama kwa sababu ya michafuko. Na ndio nasema ya kwamba huu ni kama mtego wa panya, unaingia waliokuwemo na wasiokuwemo. Kwa hivyo tunapoongea mambo ya usalama, Sondu, Turkana, Marsabit, wapi, ni vizuri tuongee tukijua ya kwamba jambo hili tunahusika zote na linaweza kutupata. Mstahiki Speaker, juzi pia nimekuwa Turkana na jana nimekuwa Migori na Senator Ende. Na niseme ya kwamba wakati tulikuwa Turkana pia tuliweza kutembea sehemu za Katilu irrigation scheme na tukaenda mpaka pia Turkana. Katilu, mahali kuna uwezo wa kuzalisha chakula ambao inaweza patia chakula nchi nzima, haiwezekani kwa sababu ya shinda usalama. Wawekezaji ambao wanaweza leta na kuwekeza katika mipango tofauti ya maendeleo hawezi fika mahali pale. Na nasikia watu wakiongea mambo mingi, lakini pia ningetaka niseme ya kwamba wakati niliangalia wa Turkana pia mimi nilijawa na huzuni. Ukiangalia upande wa Sudan kuko na Toposa, upande wa Uganda kuko na Karamajong, upande wa Ethiopia wako na Oromo. Lakini wakati kuna kuanga na mauanji tunakimbia sana kusema ni hawa wanaua. Mimi Mstahiki Speaker, sijaona watu wako na amani kama wale wakati nilienda pale. Lakini pia Mswahili anasema ukiona manyoya ujue imeliwa. Haiwezekani ya kwamba usikie Marsabit wanalia, Turkana wanalia, Samburu wanalia, kwingineko wanalia. Lazima uangalie pia kwani ni nani, ni kiungo gani ya kikosi. Hii ni kama chumvi. Kila chakula unapatikana ndani. Itaonyeshana kwamba kuko na shida mahali ambao mpaka tuangalie na tutatue, kwa sababu shida zimekuwa mingi. Nilipokuwa mahali pale Katilu, Mstahiki Speaker, kwa sababu nilikuwa katika mahali ambapo nilikuwa naambiwa ni mahali pa hatari, singesema kwa sababu tulikuwa na kikosi kubwa sana cha usalama. Lakini wakulima ambao wako kule hawana bunduki na hawana usalama. Tunatarajia vipi wale watu watasalisha kivipi kama hawana usalama wa kutosha? Na nikiongezea niseme ya kwamba mambo ya Sondu kuna serikali ambayo iko kwa mamlaka. Na kama kuna serikali ambayo iko kwa mamlaka, kama wale wanafanya kazi, vyombo vya usalama katika sehemu ile, kwa sababu nimesikia hiyo mitafaruku ilianza kitambo wakati wa Moi. Kama hawezi kufanya kazi, wanafaa waondoke. Kwa sababu kuna swali moja. Kama hatuwezi malizana na shida za Sondu, tutawezaje kumalizana na shida za wale wako na mabunduki kule Haiti? Si ni kwanza tugange ya kwetu kwanza kabla tujaenda nje. Kwa hivyo mimi ningehimiza ya kwamba tukijadili maneno kama haya, tuwe pia na tushikane pamoja, tuongee, tutatue, kwa sababu hii Kenya yote ni yetu. Juzi nilipokuwa Migori tulienda pale na Senator Andy katika pale migondi ya kuchimba mandini. Bado nilikuwa nasikia watu wengine wanaongea lugha ya Kimeru huko ndani, Kikuyu kwa umbali, kusema ya kwamba kila mahali watu wote ni wetu. Na tunapoongea mambo ya taarifa, tujue ya kwamba yenye tuko nayo moyoni sasa, kama mimi nikiwa ni kiongozi, kuna kiongozi wa sehemu ile pia ako na yake. Kwa hivyo tukiongea, tuchunge, tusiongee maneno ambayo inaweza chochea chuki zaidi na kuleta mauaji. Asante sana mstahiki Speaker.
Asante Senator. Senator Enoch Wambua.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I don't know how much time do I have? Is it 5 minutes? 5 minutes, okay, thank you. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to first begin by thanking Senators Eddy and Mudigi for bringing up this matter. The spirit in which they brought this matter, I would have expected that the spirit would carry the debate. That it's very bipartisan. It doesn't matter who is falling where. We just debate this matter and find a solution. Mr. Speaker, I will say only two things. One, death is final. And when people die because they have been killed by other people, then it doesn't matter the tribe, it doesn't matter the location, it doesn't matter who the leader in that area is and who is not a leader. The only thing that matters is a person has killed another person. The Speaker, as a country, we belong to the community of civilized states. As a nation, as a democracy. It is actually a big shame to all of us, and I'm not exempting myself, it's really a big shame that, one, we can be debating tribal clashes at a time like this. 60 years after independence, Kenya can comfortably debate tribal clashes. And secondly, it's a shame on us that we would take sides in that debate. The Speaker, in Sondu, I saw photos yesterday being shared in social media. From those photos, Senator Boni Alwale, it is impossible for anyone to say which tribe has been killed here. In those photos,